Hey Canucks fans, let's talk a little bit more about the potential blue line pairings for this upcoming season. I'm Canuck Clay. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Tuesday, August the 3rd. If you're new, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button for Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Excited, tomorrow morning I'll be releasing my latest Zoom chat. I just finished talking with Patrick Johnston of the Province and the Sun, Rising Action on Twitter. We had a really great chat, and one thing that we talked about, and I kind of made me want to talk about it today in this vlog as well, the D-line, the blue line pairings, the D pairings for next season for the Canucks. And I hinted at this yesterday in my vlog where I tried to project the roster and the combinations up front, the line combos, the blue line pairings on D for the Canucks. And I spent a couple minutes on it yesterday, but I want to kind of flesh it out a little bit more right now. I'm going to go with a couple presumptions here. Let's presume that we're talking about a top six of, on the left side, Ekman-Larsson, Hughes, and Rathbone, and on the right side of Hamonic, Myers, and the Tucker Poolman. So we're not talking about Juolevi. We're not talking about Brad Hunt. We're not talking about Luke Shen either. And those guys, I think they'll be battling for the 7th, 8th, and 9th spots. But let's just talk about the top six for the purposes of today's videos. Now, when you look at those six guys, again, we're talking about Ekman-Larsson, Hughes, Rathbone, Myers, Hamonic, and Poolman. When you talk about those six guys, only three of them are mainstays from last season, or holdovers from last season, guys that played here last season. And that is, of course, Quinn Hughes, Tyler Myers, and Travis Hamonic. And remember, Travis Hamonic wasn't even a guarantee. We had to re-sign him to a new 2-year contract worth $3 million apiece. A nice raise, by the way, over the $1.25 million that he was making last season. So you have three guys that are coming back that played on the team last year, and you have three brand new guys to the Vancouver Canucks. Obviously, Oliver Ekman-Larsson on the left side and his big contract. Tucker Poolman with his medium-sized contract on the right side. And then Jack Rathbone, who didn't start the season with the team last year, but he got to play in a few games at the end of the season. By the way, I think Jack Rathbone is going to have a really sneaky good season. I think it's going to surprise a lot of players. Maybe not a lot of people. Maybe not as good as Quinn Hughes right away, but certainly from that Quinn Hughes type of mold. So what I want to do for the next few minutes is talk about the different combinations that we could have on the blue line and see which one makes the most sense. So let's, for our purposes, let's use Ekman-Larsson, Hughes, and Rathbone as 1, 2, 3. Work with me here. Some of you guys say, well, there's no way Hughes should be listed as number 2. It's just for our purposes. So let's talk about matching guys up with Ekman-Larsson, Hughes, and Rathbone. I think the most interesting thing for me is who's going to play with Oliver Ekman-Larsson on our so-called shutdown pair. Because I can make arguments for all three of these guys, for all three guys on the right side. And I think that's really what dictates the way that they're going to go. Because if you keep Travis Hamonic with Quinn Hughes, if you keep them together and say that's the only pairing that really played together last season of the 6 guys that are left, granted, you don't have that many options because there's only 3 guys returning. But you know what I mean. If you go back with Hughes and Hamonic, yes, they had a rough start to the year, because Hamonic came into training camp so late, or came into camp. There was no camp. He basically signed really late. Then he got injured, and then they finally found their groove in March and April. If you want to keep Hughes and Hamonic together, if Travis Green says, hey, this is the one pair that at least I know what they can do together, then you're deciding between Poolman and Myers to play on the top shutdown line with Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Admittedly, I first thought it'd be Tyler Myers because I didn't know enough about Tucker Poolman. So I was saying, because I didn't know enough about him, I said maybe put him in the third pairing with Rathbone, more sheltered minutes. They're not playing such heavy minutes, and they're done. And then put Myers up top with Ekman-Larsson. But the more I think about that, I'm not sure if that makes sense. I'm not sure if Myers is a true shutdown guy. If you can rely on Myers on being a shutdown type of defenseman. And it's kind of interesting. I saw in the Athletic this morning, Thomas Drance and Harman Dial did another depth chart article. And the way they reference it, they say Tucker Poolman has got the best mix of speed and defensive acumen and ability. They say Hamonic doesn't have speed, but he's got good defensive acumen. And they say Myers has speed but doesn't have defensive acumen. They're saying Tucker Poolman, although he's making the least of those three guys at $2.5 million a year, they're saying he's actually got the best mix of speed and defensive acumen. And it's interesting about Poolman too, because we know the story that he played in 39 games last season, only had 1 point, which was an assist, and only had one penalty, one minor penalty. But the Canucks list him as 6'4", 215. At least that's what they said in their press release, that Tucker Poolman is 6'4", 215. But then you look up his actual NHL.com bio and Elite Hockey DB, and they list him at 6'2", 200, which is a far cry from 6'4", 215. I've seen the videos. He looks more like 6'4", 215 as opposed to 6'2", 200. Maybe that was his draft stats or something. Regardless, Tucker Poolman, big guy. Tyler Myers, big guy. So we got some size on the right side for sure. So can Poolman, because of his speed and his defensive ability and his apparent ability not to take any penalties, is he the best pairing, best partner for Oliver Ekman-Larsson? Then you keep Hughes and Hamonic together, and then you put Rathbone and Myers together, almost more of an offensive type of pairing. Then you're not worried so much about giving them hard minutes. They can have more sheltered minutes, play maybe 13 to 15 minutes a night as opposed to 22, 23 minutes a night. And don't forget, Myers will get penalty kill time still. He'll maybe second power play unit, depending if they put him, Ekman-Larsson, or Rathbone. So Myers will get his minutes. You don't have to worry just because he's listed as third pairing, saying, well, that's a waste of $6 million. He will get his minutes, and then Travis Green does like to alter, mix up his blue liners as the game goes on. So that would be the argument for Poolman to play with Ekman-Larsson. Yes, maybe more minutes than he's used to, but the best combo of speed and defensive acumen. I could make a really good argument actually for Travis Hamonic playing with Ekman-Larsson, because when you think of shutdown, you think less of speed, you think more of defensive ability, and you could say of the three on the right, Hamonic is the best from a defensive standpoint. That's why you put him with Quinn Hughes. So I could make an argument for Hamonic playing with Ekman-Larsson on the shutdown pairing, and then you have some flexibility. You can put Hughes with Poolman, two good skaters. Actually, Myers is a good skater too. So you could put Hughes with either Poolman or Myers, and then whoever is not with Hughes goes with Jack Rathbone, a similar type of player to Hughes, like I said, but playing less minutes, of course, fewer minutes. So I could see that. The more I think about that, I wouldn't mind seeing that, but I have a feeling that Travis Green will keep Hughes and Hamonic together. I guess the third option is what I talked about very quickly. You put Myers up with Ekman-Larsson, but that kind of scares me because Myers, good speed, defending well in transition, in neutral zone, but not so good once the team sets up shop in the defensive zone. Myers see him on his stomach a lot, flailing a lot, out of position once in a while. So do you want him with our worst skater of the three on the left side between Ekman-Larsson, Hughes, and Rathbone? Ekman-Larsson is actually the worst skater of the three. So originally when it came to money, that's the most expensive pairing. Well, actually, until Hughes gets his new contract. But Ekman-Larsson and actually, now that I think about it, Hughes' contract might not even be larger than Ekman-Larsson's. But you know what I mean. Ekman-Larsson and Myers, you have your most money up there. But are they the best defensive shutdown pairing? Maybe not. If you do that, though, then, of course, you keep Hughes with Hamonic, and then you put Poolman with Jack Rathbone on the third pairing. So admittedly, that's the way I thought they were going to go when they first signed Tucker Poolman, third pairing with Rathbone, and then you put Myers with Ekman-Larsson. But now that I think about it, I like Hamonic with Ekman-Larsson, but I think they'll go with Poolman with Ekman-Larsson. So I hope that makes sense. There's three options there. What I think will happen, Poolman with Ekman-Larsson. What I want to happen, Hamonic with Ekman-Larsson. What I originally thought, which I don't think will happen, Myers with Ekman-Larsson. Okay, hope that made sense. I would love to know your thoughts. So leave a comment below on what you think the Canucks pairings should be on D. Shout out to my Hall of Fame members, Jens95, Simalexander, Justin Credible, nucksfan number 29, Lucas Gates, Chris Seifried, Adam Broomfield, Shea Family Channel, Shannon Hollingworth, and Andrew Chang. Thanks for your support as always. And thanks for the support of all members of all levels. You're listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or any of my videos, or on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Comment below. Tell me what you think the three pairings should be for the Canucks as they look to open the season. I get it. We're still 2 months away. Don't forget to check out my vlog, my Zoom interview with Patrick Johnston. Looking forward to releasing that for all of you tomorrow morning. Then Canucks After Dark tomorrow night at our new night of Wednesday night. We'll talk more about that during our show tomorrow. Hopefully no one showed up last night thinking that we're going to have something. So thanks for everything, you guys. Subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you'd like to. Become a member of this channel if you'd like to. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.